Hey, so I wanted to take a look at IWM. This is a ETF that follows the Russell 2000. Last time we looked at this was about a month and a half ago. At that time, it was trading at 187. Now it's at 194. We rated it a fair value at 187. We'll see if that changes now that it's at 194. Uh, so let's actually just go into some news, what's been going on with them. Not much, but I wanted to point this out because obviously so many companies are in the Russell 2000. I just saw this, and I'll probably share this with my other ETF uh, stocks that I'm tracking, but this gives us an idea of what sectors are actually doing the best. So I really like this. It looks like all but two are sitting on full year gains. So healthcare, which I know we have a portion of, very small, maybe just one or two shares. Utilities, don't think we have any of that, but those are the only two sectors out of the 11 that are down for the entire year. It looks like tech is way up there, communications way up there, consumer discretionary, and most of the others are kind of in balance. Materials looks like the next big one, same with industrials. Uh, but overall, that just gives us a sense, and that's really the only news we have, so not really specific to IWM. But again, considering so many companies are in it, seeing that for the most part, it's up, and that makes sense to us. So let's actually pivot into, whoops, the technical analysis part. And so just to kind of catch us up, um, we noted that it's been in this long-term uptrend for over a decade. If we pull out, that is what these purple lines are in the center. That's kind of trending upwards. We can keep scaling out, uh, and it's been in effect. I'll put in a year while I'm down here at 2011. That's when this started. Long-term uptrend over a decade in 2011. We also noted recession fears, which will hurt smaller companies. So I remember this. Again, the thinking is if people stop spending, these companies won't be able to make money, along with if the interest rates continue to go higher and these small companies need loans, they won't be able to afford to pay them back. We'll see how that plays out. It doesn't seem like it's affecting them right now, but things, of course, could change as we continue through the second half of the year. Uh, I guess to start off, we'll just start updating this. So again, it was at 187 before. We're now at 194. The buy point we had was 172. That is down here on this green line. So there was definitely some consolidation, not too much, and I think keeping in mind that uptrend has been intact for so long, that's really what I'm looking at. So the fact that we're now kind of past that point, I'll still leave it in, but factoring in the uptrend, this week specifically would be 178, would kind of be the buy point for this. Carrying it out roughly a month would be at 179. So that's going to be the point that I'm looking for. Um, what I've been doing is adding in alerts. So I'll just say if this one fell below 179, I would like to know that because I potentially will pick this one up. Uh, so I'll just put in 172 and I'll add 179. 179 will be my point of interest for now, especially considering the price. It might take a little while to pull back there. So I'll put that one in. Resistance we have at 198. So what's interesting is it's kind of been trading sideways. So from about January of 22, it's kind of been consolidating, which because it went up so much, and I'll pull out a little bit, it was able to stay within that uptrend while consolidating there. And we're just on pace. The thing is, it seems like 198 is leading to rejection. I think that probably for a good amount of time, it could still act as resistance. I mean, uh, this black line, this vertical line, that's year end. We could still like consolidate between maybe like 186 and about 200, and we would still be in that uptrend. It's just the the window is narrowing, as we can see. Like the gap now is from like 170s to 200. By the end of the year, it'll be like 182 and 200. So it's slowly getting narrow. Uh, so overall, I guess resistance is still at 198 for now. I can add in another point at around 206 this week. Looking ahead about a month would be 207. So I'll put in the 207, but 198 is the point of interest for now. So let me put in the 207. Let me update the date. I thought I changed that. Okay. In terms of giving this like a rating, so it was blue. I'm actually going to give it a red. I don't really like this one at this price. Again, if it pulled back to like 170s, yeah, I would probably be more excited about it. That honestly wraps this up though. So just a quick recap. We have IWM here, again for the Russell 2000. Currently it's at 194. Buy points 172 and 179. 179 is the bottom of the uptrend, and also looking ahead roughly a month. So 179 or lower, I would be comfortable with that. But 198 seems to be strong resistance for this. It just got rejected there. Not sure how much it'll pull back, but that seems to be acting as resistance. And then the top of the uptrend range is 207. So if it were to pass 198, yeah, it could go a little bit higher, and it wouldn't be like all that surprising. But 198 is the number that seems strongest at this point. We also note that that long-term uptrend since 2011 still intact, and then the recession fears that I mentioned earlier. One other thing I can add is the ETF concentrations. I do follow this just to see what's changed. I didn't update the date on this, but this is meant to be today. And all that, nothing really changed in terms of portion. So if you see the percentage column in D and also M, nothing's changed really. It's just because it's such a small percentage, just companies filter through that top 10 a lot. And so you can see here 9 of the top 10 holdings all changed. But again, everything is very small proportion, because again, there's 2,000 in here, fairly evenly weighted. So, just thought I'd point that out. But that pretty much wraps this up. So if you want to add any insight that you think I might have missed, feel free to do that. Any comments I'd be happy to read that. Questions, I'll do my best to answer them. But otherwise, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.